On January 20, 1961, John F. Kennedy delivered one of the most memorable and often quoted inaugural addresses in American history. It was a speech that defined a generation, inspiring Americans to reach for greatness, but also filled with ideals that would likely make him unelectable in today's political climate. Today, we'll dive into 10 quotes from JFK's inaugural speech that would shock the modern political landscape, and why his message is just as relevant today as it was over 60 years ago. The role of faith in freedom. JFK opened with a bold statement about the origin of human rights. The rights of man come not from the generosity of the state, but from the hand of God. JFK. Imagine a modern political candidate saying this today. In an era where secularism dominates many political discussions, Kennedy's unapologetic acknowledgement of God as the source of human rights would likely make waves. Yet, JFK's message was clear. Our fundamental rights are not granted by governments, but by a higher power, ensuring they are inalienable and cannot be taken away by the state. Service over entitlement. Perhaps the most famous line from Kennedy's speech is one we all know, but it's one that would feel out of place in the politics of 2024. Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. JFK. In today's political climate, where promises of benefits, entitlements, and government aid are used to win elections, this call for self-sacrifice and civic duty might seem foreign. Kennedy's challenge was simple. It's not about what you can get from the government, but what you can contribute to society. This emphasis on responsibility over entitlement could be seen as radical today. Passing the torch to a new generation. Kennedy knew the importance of empowering the next generation. He delivered a powerful message that resonated with young Americans, calling them to lead the way forward. Let the word go forth from this time and place, to friend and foe alike, that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans, born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage. JFK. Kennedy's vision of a new generation rising to face global challenges could have universal appeal, but the values of discipline, sacrifice, and pride in heritage may feel out of sync with today's focus on individualism and self-expression. The message of collective responsibility, forged through hardship, is something that today's leaders rarely emphasize. Uncompromising defense of liberty. At a time when America faced threats from the Soviet Union, Kennedy was unwavering in his defense of freedom and democracy. His words on this would likely stir controversy in today's political environment. Let every nation know, whether it wishes us well or ill, that we shall pay any price, bear any burden, meet any hardship, support any friend, oppose any foe to assure the survival and the success of liberty. JFK. Kennedy was willing to pledge America's full might to protect liberty across the globe. In 2024, such a promise could be seen as hawkish or overly aggressive in a world more focused on diplomacy and avoiding foreign entanglements. Yet, Kennedy believed that safeguarding freedom was worth any sacrifice. A new alliance for progress. JFK didn't just focus on America's role. He extended a hand to the nations of Latin America, offering partnership rather than dominance. To our sister republics south of our border, we offer a special pledge to convert our good words into good deeds in a new alliance for progress, to assist free men and free governments in casting off the chains of poverty. JFK. His call for meaningful international cooperation, particularly in the Western Hemisphere, was a far cry from isolationism or purely economic partnerships. This pledge for progress and aid, rooted in solidarity, is something that would stand out in today's politically polarized debates about international relations. Standing firm against aggression. Kennedy was clear about one thing: America and its allies would not tolerate aggression. In an age of careful diplomacy, his strong stance might make some uneasy today. Let all our neighbors know that we shall join with them to oppose aggression or subversion anywhere in the Americas. And let every other power know that this hemisphere intends to remain the master of its own house. JFK. JFK's message was clear: American sovereignty and the sovereignty of its neighbors would be fiercely defended. In a modern political landscape where interventionism is often questioned, Kennedy's bold proclamation might face significant scrutiny. The quest for peace. But Kennedy was not a warmonger. He knew that peace, not war, should always be the goal. His message to adversaries was simple. To those nations who would make themselves our adversary, we offer not a pledge but a request, that both sides begin anew the quest for peace, before the dark powers of destruction unleashed by science engulf all humanity. JFK. Even during the tense moments of the Cold War, JFK extended an olive branch to potential foes. In a world where fear often drives political decisions, his commitment to peace and dialogue would be a refreshing yet controversial stance. John F. Kennedy's inaugural address continues to inspire and challenge us today. His bold vision for America, rooted in faith, sacrifice, and a fierce defense of freedom, feels almost foreign in today's political landscape. His message of unity, civic duty, and global responsibility may not win him many votes in 2024, but perhaps that's exactly why his words still resonate. What do you think? Could JFK's vision survive in today's world? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's most powerful speeches.